We have partnered with 2 schools for this coming fall to help them initiate some piloting farm to school projects. One with Grafton Elementary and then also with Kewaskum. With each of those, we're really using their unique structure for the school and tailoring it to the specific things they're looking for the farm to school. But with both, we've started school gardens, and I'll be going into the classrooms this fall, taking groups out to the garden, incorporating them into some lessons. And then when the weather gets cold, also bringing those inside, learning about nutrition, where our food comes from, gardening, and healthy growing. We'll also be going into the cafeterias and introducing produce, fresh produce there. So we'll be doing some tastings with the children. One of our ideas is to have these monthly tastings of different dishes. The kids will all get to sample a new recipe featuring some fresh produce, and then they'll get a vote. And if enough kids like the dish, it'll be on the menu for the next couple months. So it's a really way of incorporating them and giving them some ownership for what they are eating. And I've really found that children, when they're involved in that level, either out in the garden getting their hands dirty, growing things for themselves, or taking ownership of what they're eating, they really do love vegetables. They don't have this hatred and fear of them. One of my favorite things working out here on the farm is seeing kids, just their faces light up when they pull that carrot out of the ground and they make that connection that the carrot is grown here in the dirt. I just pulled it out with my own hands, and when they take that first bite and their faces just light up, seeing that or tasting that fresh carrot, that's one of the most rewarding things I think about working with kids out here in the garden is. Marianne Eim founded Wellspring back in the 80s, and her mission was to start a local farm and CSA, as well as a retreat center where people can come out from Milwaukee or different areas and really be immersed in nature and really get back to their roots. So Wellsprings continue that tradition, and we now have not only a 110 member CSA and a few different restaurants and farmers markets, we also have a ton of educational programs around here. So we have adult classes, we have home gardening workshops, we have healthy cooking classes that use produce from our gardens, teaching people how to cook healthily and seasonally. We have different chefs come in to do presentations on raw food or gluten-free workshops. We also have done some exciting things with foraging, mushroom hunts, and then also the space can be used for retreat and conference groups. So a way to hold your regular meetings or retreats, but out and be immersed in nature too. So it's multifaceted, and people can connect in many different ways out here. Well, Marianne, that was one of her key components of her dream for Wellspring, and so as far back as the 80s, she's been doing different things. So it's kind of just continued over the years and kind of evolved into different topics, what works, and it's really kind of springing to life right now, and it's kind of exciting to be working here, where within this southeastern Wisconsin community, you can see that people really have this interest in eating locally, getting back to nature and their roots, and connecting with where their food comes. So it's very exciting to be in this kind of realm right now and working with people in that capacity. We're very proud of our intern program here at Wellspring. Each year we take 3 interns for the growing season from the beginning of April to the end of October, and they learn everything it is that goes into organic farming. So they each sometimes have a project that they are in charge of themselves. One of our interns now, Caleb, he does all our chickens over there in the coop behind me. Heather is in charge, oversees the packing of the boxes for the CSA. So it kind of gives them a little ownership and something to take responsibility for. One of the things I think is really neat about this southeastern Wisconsin region, we kind of have a network of farms with different internship programs. So we take farm field trips. We were over at Fondy looking at their hoop house and season extension things. We've gone to different farms, seen their packing areas, and just it's really neat to see each farm's differences, because we all have the same mission, but there's different ways of doing things, and it really just sparks some creativity, and you can bring it back to your own farm. As well, it's a great way to network and connect with people who have the same passions as yourselves kind of build this great relationship within the area. Well, besides from the delicious food I just get to eat every day, I just love seeing people connect with where their food comes from. It's such a joy to me, to not only with kids but adults. You'd be surprised how many adults really don't have that experience and connection with their food has grown. So to bring people out here and to be like, oh, that's a beet? Like, I had no idea. Or to try new produce, like ground cherries or something brand new. And just, food is such a personal thing for everyone. Everyone has a connection with food. And to get people out here really hands-on and in the dirt, connecting with where their food comes from is really such a joy and a gift for me to participate in.